Boom, boom, boom. Uh-oh. Footy Scoops in the six.
My brother?
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Najjah Calibur.
Mahit Letang.
Back in the house once again.
What a weekend of football.
Yeah.
What a weekend of football.
No,
League, FA Cup.
I don't want to talk about the FA Cup.
Ups and downs, roundabouts. What a weekend of football. Oh my gosh.
Well, listen, let's start right now at match day 34 of 38 right now.
Yes.
We got, listen, literally
34
of 38. We are getting so close to the end of this thing.
Yes,
and
yes.
as we know, that Premier League race is on right now for the three teams at the top of the cup. Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. That, fourth place Champions League. Well, it could be fourth and fifth. With Aston Villa and Tottenham, right? Depending on how that. But Champions League is good, and then obviously that relegation battle. But yeah, let's get into some of the scores.
So listen,
and let's break this down.
Let's start from Saturday. So Saturday, first match is up. We had Luton taking on Brentford. You mean Luton? Massive loss for them, man. I mean they lost that one 5-1 to Brentford.
Boy.
5-1.
I feel like Brentford just had to get some frustration out because they lost a couple of matches. I feel for you, Brentford. I feel like you had to get some frustration out. You know what I mean? You had lost a couple close matches last couple of weeks back, and right now you had a chance to just release some tension. You know what I'm saying?
Kick up some people.
Yeah, and 5-1 victory, man.
5-1 is better, you mean? And then Sheffield United and Burnley, a battle at the bottom of the table. You mean? Sheffield United, we said it already. They're cut adrift. They've been cut adrift.
Yeah.
They're cut adrift.
At the end of the day, so Burnley won 4-1. Yeah. Okay, and it's just Sheffield is just, that's it. Good night, Irene.
Massive win for Burnley, though, because they're trying to hang into and drag everybody else into this relegation battle. You mean? Because down there at the bottom, it's sticky right now.
Well, if it's sticky, boy, listen, let me tell you right now really quickly how sticky this is right now. So at the end of the day, Sheffield United has 16 points, all right? At the very bottom, Burnley has 23, Luton Town has 25, and Nottingham Forest has 26.
Keep going.
All right? And Everton has 30. So, I mean, the bottom line is the bottom three teams get ousted. They go down to Champions League. They get relegated. So, for those who don't know, at the end of the day right now, Nottingham Forest is sitting on top just on goal difference with 26 points.
Yeah.
Luton Town has 25 points. So, they just have 1 point.
Yeah.
1 point difference there. Yeah. And then Burnley has 23. So there, as you can see, from 23 to 26, as you know, when you get a victory, that's 3 points. Yeah, so it's very tight there. Yeah. So we'll go on with that, but that was a very big win for Burnley.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
another
big win.
On Sunday now, Everton hosted Nottingham Forest. You mean, and that's a big win for them. 2-0 win over Forest. You mean? Yeah. A lot of controversy with this with the VAR. Forest actually asked for the VAR audio because they don't understand how some of these calls are not being made. You mean? Again,
more VAR drama. I mean, it just continues. It just continues. But Everton,
if there's VAR drama this weekend,
yeah, man.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that. Woo!
If there's VAR drama this weekend,
we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into. I need to wipe my tears.
Aston Villa.
I need to wipe my
making
tears.
sure they secure their Champions League spot. They're not giving this one up. And I said it from time.
Listen, Unai Emery
holding on to the Champions League spot.
Yo, Unai Emery, what a manager! When the culture he's brought into Aston Villa, it is unbelievable. They're securing that. They're locking down that fourth place spot. They got 66 points right now. Is what they got right now. I'll tell you right now.
So they get the 3-1 win over Bournemouth.
Yep.
66 points they're sitting on. Absolutely.
Tottenham has 60. I thought Tottenham might catch some, but I mean,
I said from time, Villa's gonna hold on to that. Unai Emery, he's that guy.
Yeah, he is that guy. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to big up the yard man, Leon Bailey, for sure. Any West Indian, big up every time. But yes, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Crystal Palace taking on West Ham. You mean 5-2 win there. Listen, West Ham, the fans have made it known they do not want Moyes to continue. I mean, so it's one of those ones where they're not going down. They're not really gonna progress certain ways. You mean? So
right.
You mean like they're out to lunch?
No.
Party done. Yeah, they're out to lunch.
Party done.
They've joined other English clubs and being out of Europe and stuff like that, so they're out to lunch.
The season's a wrap. The season's a wrap from that standpoint. So, 5-2 for Crystal Palace. And last we have the Scousers.
Fulham hosting Liverpool.
Well, guess what? I can't believe this. Did Liverpool win a match?
Listen.
Yeah.
I do have a poem I want to recite right now.
Oh, here we go. Let me tell you something right now. So, Liverpool just got bounced by Atalanta in the Europa League. We tied us, obviously. And then, didn't you lose? Who else did you lose for? It was just you. You tied us.
Mate.
And you lost?
Mate, I put bad memories out of my mind.
And you know it's bad when you tie us, but that's a whole other story.
Bad memories out of my mind.
But anyways, but on a positive though, Liverpool wins and you're back in the title race. So
we are back.
You are back in the title race.
But I just want to recite this little poem.
Right?
I just want to recite this little poem.
Okay. Here we go.
So I wake up in the morning and I step outside, and I take a deep breath, and I get real high, and I screamed from the top of my lungs, "What's going on?" And I said, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." Mate,
what? It was not to say what?
It was not. What's going on?
Yeah,
bruv. It was not that long ago. We sat here. I was smiling from ear to ear. I put my phone on the top of the table and said, "It's on Liverpool right now." Like honestly, dropped out of Europa. You mean? Mm-hmm. Struggling in the league.
Yeah.
The Klopp's going away party it's in tatters right now. Like you mean?
It is in tatters.
It's in tatters right now.
It's straight because honestly, maybe 5 weeks ago, I had said, you know what? I think Liverpool's gonna do it.
Yeah.
You just looked that promising, the depth,
yeah,
the way you were playing, and you know, with the whole, you know, Liverpool going away. I mean, Jurgen Klopp going away. But it's been very flat. And you know what? To be fair, I don't think Mo Salah's been in back to form. I just feel like he didn't get back to his proper stamina and game shape. You know what I mean? From that standpoint.
Over a stretch of 3 matches before this Fulham Liverpool match, a stretch of 3 matches, we created 70 chances and buried 2.
Yeah.
That's insane.
About 60 of them were on Man United. But anyways, yeah.
So what's going on? You know what I mean? But yeah, still in the title race. But anyway, other stuff on the weekend. We have FA Cup.
But hold on. Did you talk about Arsenal? You didn't talk about Arsenal beating the Wolves? You did?
Of course we did.
Oh, my bad. So yeah, I just got to shout out Arsenal for that. Because I mean, Arsenal, again, another team that got bounced. Right, and I mean, all the English clubs got bounced.
We all got that.
All got bounced from Europa and
visa denied.
And Champions League, right? Visa denied.
Brexit.
But again, you know, it makes this thing exciting because they were able to bounce back. So I got to shout out the Gunners. I have to shout Arsenal. I have to shout Liverpool for doing what you had to do to make this title race extremely exciting with just 3 league matches left. 3 league matches left. So yeah, I'm super excited about that.
It is good. It's good to see a proper 3-horse race for the title. You mean?
Yeah.
Now, FA Cup time.
No, boy.
Mate, more VAR time.
Man, more VAR time.
More missed chances time. Like, what is going on? Let's start with City and Chelsea.
Yeah, let's start with City and Chelsea.
So Man City beat Chelsea 1-0 in the FA Cup action. FA Cup semi-final. Everybody's down Wembley way having a grand old time. Unless your name was Nicholas Jackson, because...
No.
Brother.
No. Nicholas...
Brother.
No, but I'll tell you right now. Well, first of all, he's not sleeping good because of missed opportunities he had. But just to scale it back for a second, just to wheel it back a little bit, just the way the game started.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what's basically, as we know, Man City just got bounced too from Real Madrid. You know, extra time and penalties. Crazy game where they were just all over Real Madrid. I never seen Real Madrid so locked down. You know what I mean? And under pressure. So I mean, Pep had something cooking. Yeah, they were cooking. They just couldn't put away the chances there. De Bruyne missed. But anyway, the point is, because of that match that would just happen on the Wednesday, now they play on the Saturday. Pep was upset that they played on the Saturday. Said, you know, they're the only team playing on the Wednesday. Why didn't they put that to the Sunday? Did you hear that? Did you hear those talks?
Yeah, but he can't be upset about that because obviously you have.
I mean, he's just saying a common sense thing is, you know, if there's a team that's still, when you're scheduling, if you see a team there's only one team still in the Chelsea, Manchester United, and Coventry are not playing midweek. Why are they arranging stuff like that? It's just a common sense thing. But all that to be said, right? I need to open that can of words. All that to be said, when I watched this game, I never seen Man City start out so flat. All right, they came out. They had no petrol, no gas in their legs.
European hangover, for sure.
So, I mean, they're emotionally hungover and physically hungover. So this was a great opportunity for Chelsea to do what they had to do. So I know the Chelsea fans are very upset with this because, I mean, they had the opportunity.
It was there for the taking.
It was there for the taking. And, you know, it was unbelievable, man. Like, Nicholas Jackson, like you said, unbelievable. And people talk about him. They were saying this guy, how much did they pay for him? They paid like 80 million or something. I don't know. It was a lot of money. You know? And, you know,
but they stretched it over about a year.
Yeah. That's that 10-year program, boy. That's that 5-year program. I'm just joking. But yeah, it stretched it over a long period of time. But I mean, I just never saw him. I don't see him as a clinical finisher. I know he's young. He's like 22. But I mean, the opportunity he had, I mean, one glaring one, wide open breakaway. And he runs at the keeper straight. You know, any proper striker is going to run at an angle. So you can open up your options for you to slot it. You know what I'm saying? He runs at him straight, and it makes it simple. Pauses, gets the defender's time to catch up, and you know that man there. What's that fast shoot for Man City?
But when you're not in form and you're not like you don't have that confidence sort of thing. You mean?
Right.
You're not going to be thinking clear.
No, I know. Yeah.
You're not going to be thinking clear. You're not going to be thinking like you're overthinking it. And football's...
Yeah, and that's the thing. You get that when you have too much time to think. If it's not an instinct thing, it wasn't instinct because he was wide open. He was gone through. No VAR, no flag up, and just squandered it. You know what I'm saying? Another time he was in all alone and he just got too excited.
And you let Kyle Walker them kind of catch you.
Yeah, and no, not even. I just he was in and he just shot the ball too soon. He was just worried about Kyle Walker. And then another glaring one, Cole Palmer gives him a beautiful ball in between two players. It's just to head the ball anywhere but at the keeper. And it's a goal. You know what it reminded me of? And I felt frustrated. It reminded me of Lukaku in the World Cup with Belgium. When he just missed chance after chance after chance. But I mean, at least Lukaku was injured for 8 months. That was his first time back, you know? So, I mean, for Chelsea, man, the fans are, you missed a huge opportunity, and I know you're feeling it, man. I know you're feeling it, and it's too bad.
You can't
because you had the chances.
Yeah, but you can't overthink those times when you're in those situations. You have to just bury it.
Yeah,
you have to just bury it. You mean? And then having those chances like that, you mean? Looking at the score coming up being 1-0. Bury those two chances, then Chelsea's in the final.
And that's the bottom line because you cannot leave a sleeping giant. So they won't sleep for so long. You know what I'm saying? Man City, at the end of the day. You leave it at 1. You leave it at 0-0.
Yeah.
What happens? Bernardo Silva is able. They bring on Doku. I mean, this is a game changer.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, Doku has been a game changer for them. What a signing for them. Yeah. Doku has come on, and every time he comes on, he's creating 1v1. The action is incredible.
When you're able to bring that talent out with that speed out late on in the match,
it's a game changer. It's game changer. So he was able to create some space. Long story short, get the ball to De Bruyne. De Bruyne gets the ball across, deflects out, and Bernardo Silva slots it in for the 1-0 victory. Yeah. And it was a big relief for Bernardo Silva because if anybody saw is it called the Panaka? What's it called? What do you call it when you the Panaka?
Yeah, the Panaka.
The
Panaka chip.
The Panaka chip he took against Real Madrid. I mean, it was the most horrendous, besides my Casemiro, both of them did horrible things. It was just as bad. But the long and short of it was a horrible penalty. Yes. Like probably the worst penalty ever. Yes. Up there, because it was just a chip. It was just high right at. So anyways, squandered their Real Madrid penalties, but he's able to make good to send Man City to the finals. So now it's Man City in the finals against.
Speaking of waking sleeping giants.
Yeah, let's talk now. So that was that.
Coventry got woken up, didn't they?
Listen, I don't even want to talk about this. I don't even want to talk about this, but we're gonna get into it because it is so frustrating, and but I'm not surprised. We're gonna get into the second FA Cup. So number 1, Man City is off to their finals again for the FA Cup. Now let's get into Manchester United against Coventry from the Championship Division. Absolutely. Who's sitting in 8th place in the Championship Division right now.
That you guys went 3 goals up on. 3 goals up.
Now, first of all, we were lucky. We went up 3-0 on Coventry. Yeah. But even then, you know what I mean? You're saying we're just so slow on the ball. There's no patterns of play. It was just garbage. Just a couple little moments we had that were good, but you could just see the state of this team, the pedigree, the desire. It's just chaos, and it was just so horrendous, bro. So even though we are 3-0, we're still thinking, man, we're just such garbage. You know what I mean?
Listen.
But let's say talk about
Coventry fight back. You mean?
What a match this was.
And this is why again FA Cup is such a beautiful tournament because you have something like this on paper. You think, okay, United's gonna run over Coventry. It's only little Coventry.
No. We never said we're going to run over. Any real Man United fan, we said anything could happen. Let's just be clear there. And that's to 100%. Show you the state of our club.
But
proper trash.
But at the same time, it's FA Cup. So anything. So for Coventry now, they have nothing to lose. They have absolutely nothing to lose. They play with a beautiful freedom to come back from 3-0 down against Man United in Wembley. Listen, even with the final results, those Coventry fans went home happy and proud of their team because
1,000%, man. I would have been so proud. I mean, I'll tell you right now, about 80 minutes into this match, I was cheering for Coventry.
Look at this. See this? The black line and the red line right here? This was the VAR. This is how close it was.
Yeah, that's how close it was.
It's how close it was.
They deserve to win. Yeah. They deserve to win. They hit one off the crossbar. Then they had a VAR call back against them on the last goal as well. You know what I mean? And it was a hairline. Literally. That's how this is right here. Coventry deserved to win that match. Hands down. We needed to be extremely humiliated. We're still humiliated, but it's what I was hoping for because we just need such a massive reboot that, we needed that loss. And we deserved that loss. It was absolutely horrendous. So we're going to go to a FA Cup final right now and we're going to get slapped up You know what I'm saying? By Man City.
No, but here's the thing. You know what? It's going to be you lot against City, but at the same time, because it's FA Cup finals now, and that's going to be the absolute last thing you lot can do, you lot probably go all out. You mean, because why not? You mean, why would you not? Why would you not?
I get it, but
why would you not? That's the only thing. That's the only thing. I need this
like, you know, there's a guy named Ratcliffe who was managing us for a little bit, Inter. And he said we need open heart surgery. Ten Hag didn't want to listen to him. When he said open heart, I like that 8-10 men that needs to go. He didn't want to. He wasn't there talking that talks. He said, you know what? I don't need, because he was supposed to stay on as an advisor.
Ralph
Radnick, sorry, right?
Yep.
Right?
Mate.
It's just
he taught the truth.
It's horrible.
He taught the truth.
It's horrible. But on a real talk, real spit though, for Coventry, I mean, you guys gotta be so proud.
Yeah,
I mean, it was brilliant, man. It was brilliant. Your desire, fights, everything was incredible, man. And then your support group was just so happy to be at Wembley. I mean, they won the FA Cup in 1987. Last time they won it.
I remember that.
And that's
against Tottenham. I remember that.
Yeah.
Listen. Any trip down Wembley Way is good times. Trust me. Any trip down Wembley Way is good times. It's good times. It's good times. It's not from a fan's perspective.
Right.
It's just a great flipping day out.
Yeah.
It's a great day out.
It was a horrible day.
It's a great day out.
But
so, yeah, man. Like,
anyways, but yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. They did
FA Cup. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a Manchester derby.
Yep. So that's good for the TV people. They're gonna be shoving that down people's throats again.
Yeah.
There we go. You mean? So but bruv. This VAR thing, big and serious. So VAR throughout the league, and then VAR again in the FA Cup. It needs to get sorted. Because week in, week out, we're talking about VAR not making the right calls. Like, for example, as I said, Everton against Forest now. Forest are demanding the audio for the VAR because they're thinking, okay, well, how are these calls not being made? Like, what are you seeing and to make the decision to not either overturn what's been happening on the pitch or to not allow what's happened? Do you mean, like, it doesn't make sense? It beggars belief.
Well, you know what? To add to your point, they are now actually looking into the automated replay that gives you different angles on the VAR. Because the Prem is the only league that doesn't have it right now. So they're looking to be bringing that in for next year because I mean it's atrocious. I mean, to be fair. With this VAR with Man United and Coventry, he was slightly offside. So, but I mean, they just deserve to win. That's all I'm saying. But he was slightly offside. It's margins. It really was like he was saying. It was really like I can't even explain how thin I was.
So on the whole, VAR, worth it or not worth it? Your opinion on that?
At this point, I would say it's still worth it.
Yeah?
Yeah. They just got to fine tune it.
Okay.
I still say it's worth it.
I personally say it's not. Right? Yeah. Because of mere fact that you have these calls going down like to the wire where it's like so finely tuned. For what purpose? Like a human eye wouldn't
recognize that.
Yeah, would be the same.
No, I know.
So when you're saying, okay, well, yeah, you're overturning this person call, that person
call. It's a joke. I know.
It's a joke because a human, you're not gonna, if you have to sit there and take minutes and line this up and line this up and line this up, as a referee, as even as a lineman, you don't have that time. It's an instant call.
Right.
You know so by you doing this now, you are now kind of stepping over their call. So you're taking away the referee and the linesman's decisions that are being made.
I know, and it all comes with, like, I mean, they're trying to evolve the game, and they're trying to just basically, and you know, obviously, that, you know, they're saying if technology, if you're offside, you're offside. Let's see if the person's really offside. But I know it takes away from that magic of the game, and from what we've grown up with. Where, you know, a call can get, because, you know, in the past, you know, people are getting calls wrong, but at least it's a referee, and you're going home cursing that he was offside, but you know, there's discrepancy with penalties, what's a penalty, what's not a penalty.
Right.
So I mean, they have to revisit it, but at this point, I'll say yeah.
To your point there, when you say, okay, you go home and you're vexed with a referee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one person, or if you call 3 people, like you mean the line on the refs. Okay, but now you have a whole team of people. So now you have the line on the refs, then it's going to like the 4th official, then it's going to the VAR squad and the team and all the rest of it. So you have a ton of different people looking at it and still getting these calls wrong. It doesn't make sense.
No, that's what doesn't make sense. No, I get it.
So that's why I'm saying, for me, VAR. I mean, VAR for me, you may as well scrap it because you now have a larger team there. You have a larger team of analysts looking at it, and you're still getting it wrong. You're still making errors.
Right.
So clearly, you mean, like, if we're gonna make errors with less people.
Right. No,
Made errors with less people.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, if they don't revisit it, if they don't revisit and refine it, then scrap it. That's what I'm saying.
It's not making sense, bro. No. It's not making sense. And for the mere fact that now you have a bigger team of people, right? You have a bigger team of people, and you're still
making a mess of it. Yeah, it's garbage. It's crazy.
Make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Like I said, they're looking to do some other things for next year, so we'll see how it goes. But as it stands right now, yes, I would remove it if they're not going to do it.
Footy Scoops, what do you lot think? VAR.
Yeah.
You mean? Should it be scrapped? Should we keep it? You mean? Not just saying refine it. I'm saying just bin the whole thing. Because it's I'm not saying it's not working. There's been obviously times where you can see like, okay, but even those where it's clear offsides. You mean?
Yeah. I'm gutted for the ones that are by micro margins. I'm gutted for those ones.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm gutted for those ones.
It doesn't make sense, right? So
yeah, what do you guys think, man? What do you guys think?
Let us know, because really and truthfully, like I said, I think
that's a whole other debate right there, man. It's a whole other thing, man. You know,
it's killing the game.
Humans versus technology, man. Like AI business and them one day, you know. People want to anyway,
right? I just say that now. I just say that now. How do we know that we look at the real images of the thing when we see it? Like,
I mean, right? The fix is in, baby. The fix is in. You never know.
Come on, it's serious, man. But
anyways,
that's my take. Let us know what your take is. Najjah's his take. And listen, that's been your Premier League and FA Cup footy fix. Boom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fix.